absolutely fantastic! Today we'll be reviewing the Rogue Mechanical Apex Titan S.H.MonsterArts MechaGodzilla 2021. This Tamashii Web exclusive and standard US release does a fantastic job bringing to life MechaGodzilla as he appeared in Godzilla vs. Kong, which happens to be the same movie where Kong fans took that massive L. With a stunning detailed sculpt, nice accessories, and awesome articulation, MechaGodzilla is fantastic. Before we jump in and see how fantastic MechaGodzilla is, be fantastic yourself by giving this video a like and subscribing if you enjoy my content. MechaGodzilla is in the 6-inch scale, standing a little over 7.5 inches tall and roughly 12 inches head to tail. MechaGodzilla looks fantastic next to our other S.H.MonsterArts figures, as to be expected. MechaGodzilla also looks great next to our S.H. Figuarts Ultraman figures and our larger Chogokin figures from various lines. The scale checks out. Now let's see how well MechaGodzilla can move. Starting with the head, we can look up, down, left, right. The mouth can open up nice and wide. The shoulders have a good range of movement. We can bring them all the way forward and pretty far back. The shoulder pad is on a hinge. Hidden inside the shoulders, we can lift up this panel, revealing the missile bays. The arms can rotate a full 360 degrees. They can come up a little under 90 degrees. We have very tight single-jointed elbows. When moving the elbows, make sure you properly support the arm and the joint as you're bending it so you don't break anything, because this joint is very tight. We have a swivel in the elbows. The claws are on ball joints, so we tilt and spin them freely. In the abdomen area, we can flip down these 3 panels, revealing more missile bays, which is very cool. Now we have a part of the figure that everyone was concerned about, the legs. So we can kick forward this much, backward this much, and come out to the sides this much. We also have a thigh swivel. Now, we have some very cool engineering going on here with the piston. So as we move the legs here, they pump in and out, which looks very cool. When moving the legs, you do have to keep a close eye on the pistons. When you move the legs, you'll begin to see the pistons are starting to reach a max out point. Once you see the pistons have gotten that far, you want to stop and bring your movement back so you don't break anything. Now, some people might think, oh, the leg articulation is severely hindered because of this. That's actually not true. You just have to be mindful of how you position and place the legs, and if you do that, you'll be fine. We have very nice, tight knees. On the back of the knees, we have some more piston articulation going on, which is pretty cool. On the front shin, we can lift this panel up and down. On the back here, we can flip this panel up as well. The feet can tilt and swivel. And then finally, we have MechaGodzilla's multi-segmented, buttery smooth tail comprised of various ball joints. This tail is so smooth, I honestly thought this was a wire at first, but this tail is super smooth, holds all its poses, and is very cool. Now, it is a bit unfortunate the twin blade at the end does not spin, but I mean, this is still very cool. Very nice tail here. Fantastic. When it comes to sculpt and paint apps, MechaGodzilla is absolutely fantastic. Starting from the top, the head has a fantastic detailed and textured gunmetal mechanical sculpt. It's really awesome how we can see every plate and panel here. The eyes have a metallic crimson paint app with a slight impression in the center for the pupils. The teeth have a unique sharp mechanical sculpt, while the inside of the mouth is very detailed with various plates and pistons. The chest has a bulky, textured, and detailed mechanical sculpt full of various plates and panels. Hidden within the abdomen, we have our set of missile launchers with darker gunmetal ports. Hidden within our detailed shoulders, we have another set of missile launchers. The biceps and forearms are lined with super detailed reinforced armor plates. The claws have a detailed mechanical sculpt. The legs are large and reinforced like the arms. The amount of details in the legs is really fantastic with all the plates, panels, and pistons. The feet have a large, rigid, semi-sharp mechanical sculpt. Spin around to the back, we have our semi-sharp dorsal fins with red accents at the top, various panel lines, and rugged bases. On the back of the shoulders, we have our pair of thrusters. As we come down the back, the dorsal fins become smaller as we reach the tail. The tail has a detailed multi-segmented sculpt. On the bottom of the tail, we have a series of thicker plates. As we go down the tail, the dorsal fins and the underside plates become smaller and taper off as we reach the end of the tail. At the very end of the tail, we have our sharp weathered twin blades. The sculpt on this figure is absolutely fantastic, but one thing I gotta point out, it would have been nice if MechaGodzilla had a bit more weathering. Right now he looks a little too factory fresh for me, but that's okay. He's still fantastic. Now I have 2 MechaGodzilla figures to see if there are any major QC issues. There doesn't seem to be anything major going on. We were all concerned about MechaGodzilla after Japanese collectors reported the thigh pistons were either breaking or broken on arrival. The thigh pistons on both my figures are intact and fine. As I stated before, when moving the legs, keep an eye on the pistons. You can easily see when they're starting to max out, so stop just before or at that point. Now on my second MechaGodzilla figure, when I go past the max point, the piston rods will pop out, but you can easily pop them right back in place. So as you can see, there really isn't much to worry about, so don't be afraid to pick up this fantastic figure. For accessories, we have a pair of open hands that look closed at first, but there is a gimmick here. The wrists have 2 different sculpts, a straight sculpt and an angled sculpt. We can swap the wrist and claws and it gives us a pair of open hands or fists. Unfortunately, MechaGodzilla does not come with a proton scream effect part. You can use the radon beam that came with S.H.MonsterArts Fire Rodan as a nice substitute. Now, let's do some city building. MechaGodzilla 2021 turned out to be absolutely fantastic. The sculpt has a ton of impressive detail, we have some nice accessories, and MechaGodzilla is fully posable. If they would have included a proton scream effect part, this seriously could have been a slam dunk. Hopefully they'll make up for this with another MechaGodzilla release. I'm just assuming some kind of weathered battle version, which would be fine with me. I love this figure and I absolutely recommend picking up S.H.MonsterArts MechaGodzilla 2021. Now, how much does this figure cost? I imported my S.H.MonsterArts MechaGodzilla 2021 figure for $140, which is totally worth it. To see more S.H.MonsterArts reviews or another absolutely fantastic review, click the links on screen right now. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more absolutely fantastic figure reviews. Be sure to follow me on social media, definitely follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the next review.